We'll see what these things are bringing. And yeah, I mean, on the side of Retroma, we can expect the Luna coming in. Both teams are bringing a heavy edit as their cooler main. Wait, no, both teams are double cooler. We're gonna see fights.
No,
fight,
it's
fight.
crab. It's crab.
Oh, it's a crab.
edit.
Oh, only one team has double cooler.
Yeah, very interesting. I feel like Blaeksprutter feel like they have found a winning formula. They stick with that. That is the exact same comp we've seen from them.
Yeah.
Whereas Retroma Paradise, I know that Hyper is really well known for playing Edit, but you know his first love is Hydra, and he has been rocking the Crab Edit recently, and especially in the form of Retroma Paradise with a Zap player. Yeah, that's not necessary to play. The two Splatling players going against each other is really fun to watch though.
Yep, and right now it looks like Blaeksprutter are going to take the first control. Now Mr. Egg is going in with the Kraken, going to push people away. That's
Nice
nice.
Harry.
Harry with a great punish. Save the tactical, that's going to be really important, but with 2 down on the team, Retroma Paradise are going to have to wait before they can put a push forward.
Yeah, Blaeksprutter are doing really well holding forward on these guys. You know, they want that plus result. It's going to be interesting. Nice on acing. Plingus putting on that alias for us. But acing's famous Lunar Blaster and with Ultra Stamp also getting a patch. A slight boost from the new net code. That'll be even more dangerous than before. So the Ultra Stamp has improved in a way that it blocks shots from most shooters, but chargers and bows have an easier time against it now.
Yeah.
Which is very interesting. Very well tuned, I guess.
We'll see how it goes. We'll see how the Ultra Stamp players feel about it. Still a very rough special to use. I would say that Retroma Paradise able to get the lead right here. Hyper and Jason still in position. Missed this. Getting behind them.
Nice
getting
flag
that flat. That's control. Control from
In particular, you saw that the strikes coming out from Blaeksprutter were not near enough to the zone to do anything at all.
Yeah.
And this is the thing about the difference, you know, like we talked about on Robo Ramen, you throw the strikes when you get the zone, like it's as easy as that. But with a map like this, you do have quite a long distance between your spawn area and the zone, and it's really important to make sure that you leave yourself enough time to get back into zone if you lose a fight. Blaeksprutter are actually pushing up to almost where it starts to matter, although they go 2 down right now, and they get the lead here. Really well done.
Yeah, very nice lead, but all of Retroma Paradise are still in there wanting to deny. Oh wait, they're not able to deny the zone enough. Zone is still
They haven't put penalty on. They're still going in. Acing is going to get punished for being in the middle there. And I feel like, okay, that's stopped the bleeding somewhat. Really strong showing from these Blaeksprutter players. They're not intimidated by +3s or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
They know these guys very well. They know how each other plays. And they're out for blood.
Blood
In
is
particular,
coming.
I think... Yeah, sorry, you go.
I mean, Retroma Paradise, they don't have much penalty left, and they have a crab tank ready. They have the specials ready to defend. All they need to do is dodge these strikes. If they dodge these strikes, well, they could deny things. They could get the KO right here. It's just the Kraken coming in from Blaeksprutter, but the Kraken is completely alone. You can't paint with the Kraken. That's lead, and that's looking like it's going to be game.
That was really close from these two games. From these two teams. That was a hugely entertaining match in my opinion. So really good job from Blaeksprutter to actually bring the fight. With how confident they looked against Retroma Paradise, Game 2 is going to be really interesting.
Yeah, both teams had the momentum, had their way back in. In the end, Blaeksprutter, that's the problem. To push, they only had the strikes and the Kraken and 2 coolers. So for that final push, Tactical is no longer useful for that final push. You need an extra special one. That's what they were lacking to win that fight, to get onto the zone in the end.
Yeah, this is a very interesting map mode we have coming up. Ship-shaped cargo, tower control. Ship-shape seems to divide the fan base quite a lot. I like it. A lot of people don't like it, and I feel like the reason I like it is because in my mind it's like Moray Towers. Everything is too far away from the spawn point. The tower control here is really fun because the first checkpoint is whatever, you know. You get the high ground on the first checkpoint, you can have a little bit of fun, but the second checkpoint is where things really start to get critical, and it's up to Blaeksprutter to see how much that blaster gameplay can make a difference. Kraken on the tower is always a fun one. We saw Dude use Kraken on the tower in this very map mode to great effect during the EU Championships. And Blaeksprutter has been running a Kraken. The Krakens can't paint, but they can definitely get people away from an objective. So as we load in, let's see if there are any changes.
Yeah, I mean, as you said, you don't need as much paint on tower control. That is not as required. With Hyper bringing the ballpoint splat will outrange the heavy edit and the range blaster on the other side. That ballpoint is going to be incredibly oppressive, especially, honestly, like, Inkjet is still very good.
Inkjet is still very good, yeah. Hyper's been talking about the ballpoints for a long time, but Hyper is a splatting fanatic, so really clever pick by AC. Go and get one, jump the hell out. Hyper now putting pressure from this side. No matter how many players go down, you know that they're going to have a jump, they're going to have a solid kind of location that they're going to try to hang on to, and the ballpoint being able to just keep putting out pain, keep putting out DPS, and then switch to Inkjet whenever threatened. That is fantastic. It's just a fantastic weapon in the hands of someone that has experiences that. Jason now gets the lead by 2 points. Well done, Jason.
Congrats!
Get that +3 suggested. And then continues to slosh, gets rushed down. Nothing really much happening here except like a massive team fight in mid, you know, that's kind of crazy. That's what you expect from these two teams full of all-out aggressive players. It's really fun to watch. Splatoon at its best.
Yeah, ooh! What a trade!
My God. Well done. That one can go on.
That was a nice one, and very nice double flush by Jason here, able to get that splat. The Kraken is going to come at the tower. Oh, not soon enough. Egg not able to get on the tower and deny the checkpoint right there. Getting that checkpoint on this map is so important. It's such a long and hard checkpoint to get. Right now, I mean, Retroma, they lose all of their players. It's a delayed wipe onto them, but they got that checkpoint, and with 3 minutes left in the game, they're in a very good spot right now.
Yeah, it's one checkpoint. It makes good sense to try to defend it from now. However, when Retroma were forced off the tower and that push ended, Blaeksprutter just had that 2 frontline players on them. They couldn't really ink up. They couldn't establish as much space as they really want to. And now the do they get checkpoint here? They do.
Yeah,
that's good. That gives them a little bit of breathing space, I think. And Mr. Egg is that's cheeky. Gets punished by Hyper right there.
Hey, got
need to.
Yeah, got punished, but guaranteed lead because all of Retroma was busy taming the Kraken right now, and all of Retroma is taming the tower as well. That is still some control now for Retroma. They get to play
Acing overextends a little bit, I think.
Yeah.
Gets punished, but then Harry and Jason come to clean it up. It's very interesting to see these fights being taken because the verticality of the map is such that things like blasters and sloshes do really well. Whereas shooters, you know, anyway, the only shooters here are the Zaps. So the game as it's intended to be played, I guess. It's very nice to see slosher gameplay. I always like to see slosher gameplay.
And that's going to be another lead swap. The second the checkpoints were broken, both teams really freed themselves, got more aggro, got more forward. And what?
Really good inkjet from Hyper. Huge inkjet, huge pieces.
Almost got the last one onto Fisk right there. He's going to seal the deal with the main weapon. Wow.
Damn. Wow. That was close until just one moment. So that is 2-0 to Retroma Paradise. Get on Twitter. Start the banter. That's what you want to see. Fantastic. Well done, friends.
I
A
mean,
real big shot.
we had one half of a game where both teams were fighting for it, simply fighting for it, trying to get something going. And the second one team gets the momentum, they break the checkpoint, but they get wiped. They let the other team get the checkpoint, but they get wiped. And like it's been, the game became more and more intense as both teams were pushing forward, getting more risk and getting the W in the case of Retro.
Yeah, really solid gameplay from these two teams. Even though we don't see Clablitz, it was a really good showing. 2-0 kind of doesn't show how close these games were, honestly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
unfortunately, Blaeksprutter will fight the more difficult team on the other side.